Comparison is stealing your morning. Good morning. Let's take a breath together before we do anything else. In. Hold. And out. Okay. I want to ask you something this morning, and I want you to be honest with yourself when you answer. How many minutes have you already spent today, or yesterday, or this week watching someone else's life and feeling like yours doesn't measure up? Their career, their relationship, their body, their apartment, their confidence, their apparent certainty about who they are and where they're headed. If that number is greater than 0, this episode is for you. And honestly, it's for all of us. Because comparison might be one of the quietest, most persistent thieves of joy, and most of us have let it walk right through the front door. Today, we're changing that. Let's be honest about what's really happening when we scroll. We pick up our phone, maybe first thing in the morning, maybe during a quiet moment, maybe just out of habit, and within 60 seconds, we've seen someone's promotion announcement, someone's perfect vacation, someone's effortlessly beautiful home, and someone's body that looks nothing like ours. And something subtle happens. Without even deciding to, we start measuring, we start calculating where we stand relative to what we just saw. And almost always, without even meaning to, we come up short in our own minds. Here's the thing nobody talks about. That calculation is rigged. You are comparing your everyday interior, your doubts, your mess, your behind-the-scenes reality with someone else's carefully curated highlight reel. You're comparing your blooper reel to their trailer. Of course it feels like you're losing. The game was never fair to begin with. That person whose life looked so put together, they have a blooper reel too, a long one, full of the same uncertainty, self-doubt, and quiet moments of falling short that you carry. They didn't post it, and neither did you, which means someone, somewhere, is scrolling past your life, feeling the same way about you. Happiness comes with the right decisions with experience, and experience with wrong decisions. There's another layer to this that I think is important to grasp. When we compare ourselves to someone else, we're not just comparing against a filtered version of their life. We're comparing against a version we've almost entirely imagined in our own minds. We see their success, and we fill in the blanks. We assume they feel confident, don't struggle with the same things we do, and that their relationships are solid, their minds are quiet, and their mornings feel purposeful. But we don't know that. We genuinely don't know it. You are not comparing yourself to a real person. You are comparing yourself to a story you made up about them, and then feeling defeated by that fiction. The colleague who got the promotion might be drowning in imposter syndrome. The person with the beautiful relationship might be navigating something behind closed doors that would break your heart. The one who looks fearless might be lying awake at 3 a.m., terrified, just like you. We don't know. We never know. That means comparison is not just unfair, it is fundamentally based on incomplete information. It is never an accurate measure of anything. Now, here's something practical I want to share with you. I know it's easy to say stop comparing and almost impossible to actually do it, so let's not try to stop comparing altogether. Let's redirect it. There is exactly one comparison that will ever help you grow. Only one. You versus yesterday's version of you. That's it. That is the only race worth running. Are you a little more patient than you were last month? A little more honest with yourself than you were last year? A little kinder? A little braver? A little more at peace with who you are than you used to be? The person you were yesterday is the only fair benchmark for the person you are today. Everyone else is running a completely different race on a different track, facing obstacles you cannot see. When you measure yourself against your own growth, your journey, your pace, your honest progress, something shifts. The anxiety of comparison begins to loosen its grip. You're no longer trying to be someone else. You're simply trying to become a better version of yourself. And that is a goal you can actually reach. Here is what I want you to do today, just one task. The next time you feel the urge to compare, whether on your phone, in conversation, or in your own head, pause. Take one deep breath. Ask yourself, am I measuring myself against someone else's highlight reel or against who I was yesterday? Redirect it every time. It takes practice, and it won't be perfect, but each time you catch it and redirect it, you are taking your morning back. You are reclaiming your energy for your own life, rather than spending it on someone else's. Carry this intention into your day. My only competition is who I was yesterday. My only finish line is becoming more fully myself. That is a race you were born to run, and you are already further along than you realize. Thank you for being here this morning and for choosing to pour into yourself rather than measuring yourself against the world. Your life is entirely and uniquely yours. It doesn't look like anyone else's, and that isn't a flaw. That is the whole point. Run your race today. The only way to improve your tomorrow is to understand what you did wrong today. Comparison is done by stealing your mornings. Starting now. I wish you a wonderful day.